Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Lights here for the week number 5, well, I guess week finale here at Watkins Glen. The Monday drivers. Oh, man. Watkins Glen so far has provided some really good racing across two series that have been running it so far, and Monday is not going to be any exception to that. Let's kind of give the rundown. So Saturday, we had a I guess Hunty, a very dominating performance, expected to be the favorite going into Sunday. However, after an early shunt off the track, Hunty was dropped back and had to hunt the front yet again. So that was a thing that he had to do, going from we looked at the replay from 16th out of the 18 drivers all the way back up to a podium. It was little Chris that took the top spot in a neck and neck battle between him and T-Bird. So what can the Monday drivers here here to actually give his opinion is going to be Xander. Xander was part of Sunday and is looking just for shots and goggles here, just kind of see what he can do. Of course, Xander, I mean, you were yourself can even admit to this. You did not have the best race last night. What what things can you look at from Sunday to Monday? This is your points night. You're here just for the win. So what is the racer mentality difference that you bring to Mondays?
I think there's two major things that you can change. I think that when you get your feet wet a little bit, I mean, 41 laps is definitely getting your feet wet for I guess a little bit of a practice, I guess. There's two things I think you could change. I think you can change the way you attack the race from the start to end, and I think that you can maybe even change a little bit of your setup. I feel almost as if I went on a wrong preset, and I think that I can change it up a little bit, and I definitely went back to the drawing boards and fixed a couple of things on it.
Well, of course. That being said, though, you had a very respectable P6 finish for you, and you're still leading the points. So overall, it's not the end of the world. And going into the final two races of the season at Las Vegas and then Homestead to complete out the mini season, and actually the last race going into the new game. I mean, you're still sitting pretty. So it wasn't a bad race by any means, but definitely you're off kilter a little bit. But from your perspective, you're going to be starting towards the rear, not exactly last per se, but you're going to be in the rear of the field because it's Monday. It's not your points night. What key things, especially like starting in the front as opposed to the rear, do you think you're going to be anticipating tonight?
I think starting in the back is a lot challenging, especially at a road course, because you have to just make your moves and make them very smart. Watkins Glen's a very tough. It seems easy, but it's a very tough track if you are not able to race effectively at road courses. Starting at the back is definitely tough, especially in turn one. Turn one, everyone kind of fans out. You have people that take the track sort of normally, and then you have people that kind of go off a little bit just to getting more speed. And I think also another challenging part of this track that no one really talks about is the carousel. I think the carousel is one of the toughest parts and toughest turns in NASCAR, in my opinion. People say Kentucky turn 3. I say it's the carousel, especially at Watkins Glen. I know there's the one at Road America, but the one at Watkins Glen I can never seem to get down, and it just takes so much skill to carry a lot of speed there.
Oh, and actually, you bring up an excellent point. Differing philosophies coming to the carousel. There are people that decide to take a third gear all the way around there to try to maximize traction and you don't slip up too much. But at the same time, you feel like you're going slower and you could be maximizing your exit, which means there are some people that drop it down to second in order to get that drive off. But at the same time, you're heating up your left front tire by doing that. So it's a bit of a trade-off, honestly. Having the best of both worlds is not really a scenario that you can have at Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen, I know, it's a fun track, especially. It's arguably one of the better road courses. But the reason why, and I'm actually very surprised that no one actually got it, is that the reason why Watkins Glen is picked for this mini season is to kind of test the waters because every single series, whether it be the new Challenger series on Tuesday to Sunday and Monday night lights, we'll be running Watkins Glen at some point. So it is. even the Cup Series as well. I forgot to mention that on Saturdays. Every single series is going to be running that. That is so that is going to be a big thing to kind of get their feet wet. I know different physics will kind of lead to that thing, but we will see. But yeah, so with that being said, we are going to get into the pre-race notes. Of course, starting up on front is going to be Cyber, so that is going to be a big thing here. So let's log into my Discord and get it going. While I do that though, Xander, actually, real quick, who are your ones to watch?
Oh, I think you touched on it a little bit. I think it's definitely difficult to talk about ones to watch without Cyber, but Nathan obviously is going to look sharp with his first race here in GMI. There's so many good racers to pick from. I can't even tell you who to pick because it's definitely gonna, after what I saw from yesterday, it is going to be very close, intense, hard racing, and it's going to be you're just going to have to look out for everybody. You can't look out for just one person.
And get that would be a big thing. We're going to be touching up on that little GMI thing that you said after the pre-race notes. So give me one hot second. We'll get right back into that. So this is the pre-race notes for everyone listening. This is both for Discord and the stream itself. So, very similar to last night. We are at Watkins Glen, 41 laps for the Monday series. Xfinity cars is what we're going to be racing with tonight. Um, with that being said, bus stop, bus stop, bus stop. No cutting. 50% over the farthest edge, meaning using the first like bump as the example, if the right side of your car is 50% over, you will get a black flag. If you see it, call it out. And I will be keeping an eye on it. And if you have clips, please send them. But 50%, like I said, is what we're going to be running with tonight. We will see a potential two-stop strategy. I know there was a couple people that tried to do the one-stop last night, didn't quite work on out. However, without stages, I don't anticipate that being really a thing. But yeah, pace speed will be 60 miles per hour. Cyber will be the pole sitter, and because of that, he has choice. Now, very similar to last night as well. I did make mention, but apparently some people did not get it. Odds are on the left, evens on the right, meaning P3, 5, 7, 9, so on and so forth. You're on the left, no matter what. P2, 4, 6, all the way down. You're on the right. So with that, Cyber's the only one with choice, and no matter what, you're going to be moving from side to side on that. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. Is there any questions over tonight? Because most of the stuff is just a repeat from last night, but I just wanted to make sure. I'm taking that as a no. Um, I feel like I'm missing something here. We have a couple brand new people with us tonight. I just want to let you know we have a new person by the name of Maverick. And I am trying to get him in here. Give me one hot second.
Patton, I do have a question though.
Yes, sir.
Is it supposed to be on one times where?
I will fix that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did anyone get an invite? That did, or are we all good? on that. I'm taking the silence as a no. I said, does anyone need an invite? All right, as we are looking to get everyone all in, so Xander, you mentioned briefly that you had a driver exchange with GMI. You want to explain a little bit more on that?
Yeah, so we decided that we had saw the champion of this certain day, excuse me, last season. Nathan, obviously, I know Nathan very well. I'm teammates with him in the elite, with you actually. So you're kind of one of the reasons why this is happening. So Nathan was free, and so we decided to me and Gio talked about it, and I said, Gio, I think it'd be a great idea if we reached out to Nathan, and Gio reached out to him, and here he is, and I hope he likes it so far. It's we've helped him out just a little bit, and we're hoping that he can give us some results.
Well, definitely. I feel like having that is a big thing when it comes to, I guess, consistency. GMI, of course, is a very competitive team. Of course, we have the boss man Geo up in this lobby himself. That is him currently in P4 right there. And of course, Andy, you race for him both on Saturdays and for points on Sundays.
Yeah, I love GMI. I've been a part of it for a long time, so hopefully Nathan can come in and give us a win right away. That'd be awesome.
Uh, well, definitely. And even now, not even a win, but potentially another championship to go back and back. That would be fantastic, I think, honestly, to kind of add to his resume of just being, I guess, a in the first free agency. Well, I guess now going into a partial being represented by a team in MRL. So that would be a big thing here. So let's get. I think everyone is here.
Don't
All
forget
right.
to change the wear, by the way.
Yes, thank you. I
Hmm.
totally forgot about that.
That's all
With
right.
every, let's see here. The where is. There we go. Two times. All right. With that, I think we have all the invites out that needs them. We'll rock it at 9:12. 9:12, we will go. If you need me, I will be up in the booth. So yeah, just holler at me. All right. So I think everyone that is here is going to be racing. So that is a bit of a well, 13 drivers. That is on the mark to what I was anticipating that we were going to be running. The 14 is actually what we ran in Saturday Cup, as well as the Sunday series having the most of 18. That is a big, I guess, average number for these light series. So definitely the more competition, the better. I apologize. Give me one hot All right, so with that, I think we are going at 9:12. So yeah, we're gonna. That is a big thing to hear. That if these guys, we have the brand new guys. I'm sorry, they're kind of all over the place here, but with people not sending me friend requests, I can't invite them. That is me going through my entire search and on PSN in order to find these guys. That's why communication is very important. And when they're not in the Discord, it makes things a little bit harder as well. So, we have two new guys. This is their first weekend with us. Maverick this is his first race period, and Scott is his second race, but still in the first weekend with him. So welcome to these guys. We're going to see what these guys can do. And from that, I think we have a as soon as 9:12 goes, we are going to be rocking and rolling. However, Xander, you said that the bus stop is the big thing in the carousel. I want to talk about turn 6 and 7 a little bit. What do you think about potential last lap moves down in that corner?
Well, that definitely is that possibility, especially with a late race yellow. I mean, we saw something very similar with Marcus Ambrose, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Busch. Well, he was more on the S's, but that whole little thing back in, I don't even know what year that was, 2012 maybe. So yeah, there's definitely a possibility of it, and it's very difficult to get around if you don't hit it just right. It's definitely one of the more underrated, difficult corners of all of road course racing in NASCAR.
Well, definitely. Especially as what we saw last night with Lil Chris and T-Bird. People can get dicey through that corner, so we'll have to see what these guys can do. The timer is going, guys. Remember, qualifying order to get into position there, and Cyber is the only one with choice. We don't need more than one lap. If a person does need or does not fill that position in front of you, just take it. If you don't get to the bus stop before that time, just take it. So, yeah, good luck, guys. 41 laps, 40 when we go green. Good luck. I'm looking forward to this race, honestly. Watkins Glen is always a fun track, honestly. Not my favorite road course. My favorite road course is actually Road America, which I'm so looking forward to racing on the new game.
That's my least favorite.
Really? Why? You want care to
I
explain with that?
I don't the carousel with the kink, and then I don't know. I just don't like it. Especially after what happened to me in the MRL race, I hate it even more.
Well, MRL, well, that's just because of you running out of fuel. But that happens, and at the same time, it's not like it was a big thing. I mean, sure, you lost the race, but then you went out on a dominating performance after that. I mean, like I said, there's always redemption for with next season as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So with that, we have a big thing about for the new guys. Like I said, hopefully these guys can figure out their way around their other competitors. So that would be a big thing here to kind of see what kind of set they have in order to compete with these guys. Of course, to kind of go through the running order right now, that is Cyber on pole, and he is strangely enough choosing the left-hand side. Now, this is the first time I've seen this weekend. Now, I can see what he's thinking, and that is to get the runoff going into or out of turn one. But that gives the 51 the benefit of just being able to just send it in and then just taking the line away from the five. Xander, what do you think about that line?
I actually kind of agree with Cyber on this one. I think that maybe having the momentum shift is different than just being able to dive it. Now, obviously, if Nathan does get clear, it's going to look bad on his part, but I think the runoff is more important.
And of course, looking into through the S's and the bus stop, you can't really go side by side through the S's. You have to figure it out before them, which is not a lot of room for error. But through because of that, that gives Nathan the inside line. But going through the rest of the field is Brandon in P3. So you can see him right there. Piper P4. Worst Guy is going to be P5. NASCAR Extreme in the 19 is going to be P6. Then after that is going to be the 21 Broadcaster Clay. Loho is going to be P8. BD is going to be P9. Wade is going to be P10. And then we're going to skip on down. After that, we're going to be going into the Monday drivers, which is going to be Gio. Maverick's also going to be in there. Is that a different scheme for you, Xander? Oh, no, that is the 9 of Skuck right there. I think he just forgot to change numbers because this is... he was supposed to run his main scheme last night, and his custom was supposed to be tonight. So I was just a little confused right there. But because of that, we are coming out of turn 7 right now, and we are about to go green. We're going to be on board with Cyber here to kind of see exactly what happens from this lovely front-to-back scheme. And we are green here at the Zippo 200 at the Glen. Now, who's going to be the first one to break going into turn 1? And it's actually going to be Nathan, but Nathan just gets slammed by Cyber, but Piper gets the benefit of both of them. Cyber's going to be put 3-1. He slams the wall. Oh, my goodness me. That did not work out for Cyber. He still holds P3 right there. And Brandon is now going to be under attack right there. I hear contact in the background. That is the 7 of Worst Guy. The 22 is around. The 44 all the way in the back. And it looks like that will be caution number 1. That is, like I said, exactly what we saw in the Saturday race. The S's just catching out everyone.
That was hectic.
Well, like I said, that I don't know exactly what sparked it. Xander, you want to enlighten me on that?
Yeah, so just side by side in the S's, it looks as though Tim was had a great run on Worst Cod, and he took it too wide, and Worst Cod hit the grass a little bit, and it just both of them ended up making contact and slowing up, and then everything gets clogged up because it's very narrow there. So unfortunate.
Yeah, well, exactly, and that's like one of the things that I talked about from last night is that you just cannot go side by side in the S's. You essentially just have to figure it out beforehand, or if you don't, you have to really watch it. But either way, we are back going green here. So now Piper is the one with the bad line going into turn 1 right here, and because of that, a little bit of beating and banging right there, but everyone kind of figured it on out. Xander, though, you have made up a lot of time right there. You're already up into P5.
Luck of the draw. Luck of the draw, making some people getting a little bit of an accident.
There we go. Looks like everyone kind of figuring it out going into that. Ooh, the 21 Broadcaster Clay. A little bit of contact with his teammate. A lot of room being given. The 9 of Skuck right here. Oh, that is 3 wide. You do not want to be right there. Who's going to be the last one to break? That is going to be the 9 as he gets loose. And because of that, looks like that is a big wad right there. I don't know what happened to the Brandon right there. I was on board with the back of the pack, but then 51 and Nathan now takes the lead. So going on through the turn 6 complex right here, going into the short chute to turn 7. The 51 leads with the 68 P2, Cyber P3. That is Xander in that custom 18 scheme P4, but the 51 and Nathan is going to lose some time. Ooh. Oh, so Xander, so you hit the 89. Got it.
Yeah, everyone just got stacked up, and unfortunately, I took him out. So hopefully, I can get back up there. And I apologize to Brandon.
Ooh, I like what the 5 did right there, knowing that you can't go side by side. The 68 basically pulled the chicken move right here, as in the chicken, as in like, okay, who's gonna be the last one to back on out? Because I'm not backing out, so it has to be one of us. And because of that, the 5 was the one to back on out right there and going through the bus stop. That is such a tight turn. But everyone in the top 5 gets through, but the 74 goes a little bit wide. I don't think there was any contact. I think that was just him getting tight out of the bus stop. and because of that, the top 5 now gains a little bit of ground. Let's go on back on board with the rest of the field. So it looks like as the top 5 scoot away, the P6 goes to Loho, Wade Gaming in the 22, P7. Oh my goodness me, the 93 was really really soft-spoken on the brakes right there. The 22 being really aggressive, and I just didn't expect. I don't think he knew that he was going to slow up that much right there. But because of that, the 89 is now back into P8 right there, and the rest of the top 10 goes to Geo as well as the 99 of Maverick. So as these guys are just finding position right now, it is going to be all about. It's going to be all about just getting into a rhythm now, because with that one caution, technically. People can try to extend it to a one-stop. However, that I don't think will work. We saw that happen on Saturday. It didn't work to the advantage of that. Ooh, the 89 being really aggressive into the bus stop. But because of that, you can definitely see passing the grass right there, the 22. Me oh my. And the 22 gets a really good run on the bus stop right there, and the 89. And the 89 gets absolutely wrecked right there. I don't know what happened right there, but the 22 is now going to be taking that P6. Now the 93 is on a downward spiral right there. That is unfortunate, but this battle for the lead is really tightening up. The top 5 all within the span of a second of each other. The 51 leads, followed by the 68 of Piper, Cyber in the 5 P3, Xander in the custom 18 P4, and then BD losing a little bit of touch with these guys. But with everyone being nose and stern like that, it's got to be you have to really be aware about who is braking and when. Looks like Xander is having a really good run on the 5. Oh, the 5 left the bottom open. Has to leave a little bit of room. The contact being made. That nose was there, and now. But the 5, because of that, will have the better run. Oh, the competition. I love it. The 89 not having a fun time right now. Looks like I had a penalty going through the bus stop. That is not what he wants to see. But just needs to get it back righted, and we will have to keep an eye on that. Going on board with the... looks like this is the rest of the top 10 right now, the 19 and the 21. 14 drivers are racing with us tonight, so that means this is P11 and P12, the 19 in P11 and the 21 in P12. Going on back on board with the leaders right here. The 51 definitely extending his gap a little bit. The 68 being super aggressive going into the bus stop, but makes it work. There we go. That is a wonderful job that Piper's doing right there. But the 5 being right on his bumper, applying a little bit of pressure now. The 68 taking it really wide. I like that line. Meanwhile, it looks like the 22 of Wade Gaming must have had some kind of contact, and that actually puts the 22 back into P8. P9 then goes to Maverick, but up in front of these guys is actually, who's that? That is someone I don't recognize. Give me 1 second. That is the 44 of Geo. I apologize. So we are going to see here. Baseball Kid, what are you doing in the chat? You're supposed to be out on track, my guy. This is your points night. Oh my goodness, I have to be on board with that, because that is the top 4 in a wad right here. Cyber showing the nose to the 68 of Piper, and Piper has to give way, but no, he doesn't. He absolutely holds it own, and everyone, the 74, what a move through the middle in order to gain a spot on the 5 of Cyber. That was a ballsy move, and now going to be side by side with the 18 of Xander coming out of the carousel. We are on board with the 68, and that could have been 2 for the price of 1 as the battle for P2, but the 68 of Cyber, Piper, my bad, I apologize about that. And there we go. That was really, that was a move from the 74, moving from P5 to P2. Oh my goodness me. The 18 now showing the nose to the 74, saying that I'm going to take this spot. But the 68, oh my goodness, teammates take each other out. The 74 and the 68. Oh no. And that is a caution.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Now that, contact from teammates, that's never intentional, but yeah, I think the 74 just broke a little bit too earlier than what the 68 expected. That was insane. Getting both of them going head on like Jimmy Johnson did in the 2000 Busch race. All right, so Xander, let's kind of regroup here.
Yeah.
How many laps to go right now?
Well, I guess we'll see here in a second.
Well, okay, I was about to say. Yeah, so that gives you the benefit of the inside right now. That is interesting. Wow, what a set of circumstances. So,
yes, we have officially 28 to go.
28 to go. So, okay, that takes away strategy here. But going into turn one, oh my goodness, the 93. What a move, putting the... going 3 wide right here. That puts the 44 Gio in a bad spot, but now people are going single file yet again in the S's. So that was a big move that paid off for him. He was able to gain 2 spots out of that, but the 51 still holding lead. Now, here's the second hardest braking zone right here. Going into the bus stop. Who's going to be the last one to back on out? The 51 says, you know what, I'm going to take it right now. And going through the bus stop. Oh! The 93 totally misses it. The 93 absolutely gets destroyed. And that is another caution. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what happened right there. The 93 I just saw go head on into the bus stop, into the little access road right there. And I'm not sure. Like, it just seemed like he had nowhere to go. Not sure what brought out the yellow, though. That seems like a single car incident.
Wow. See, it's funny how the one race can be such a complete polar opposite from the other one.
So I'm getting word that it was the 9 of Skuck that did not. Well, I guess it kind of sent the 93 going to the bus stop right there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So actually, let's do a little bit of an opposite here. Let's go to the rear of the field here and see how turn one is, because we've been seeing how the front runners have been doing. As there is a bit of a contact right there. The 51, I think, Xander, you were trying to take the inside right there as he was turning in. Just two opposites kind of clashing right there. But yeah, you can see that everyone just kind of getting into sorts right now. That was, yeah, someone just absolutely just bad placement. But the 51 has pace. He can regroup right now. And going into the bus stop, everyone giving each other room. Nice. Ooh, but the 89 roughing up the 22 a little bit. Passing the bus stop. There we go. Excellent move. The 22 tried to gas it up in the middle of the carousel, but the 89 planted his car exactly where the 22 was going to go. So that allowed him to take the spot. Very smart racing. But going on board the 21 of broadcaster Clay now, the 21 is definitely looking to... he's looking at the 22 and the 89, absolutely duking it out right now. That puts the 99 on the inside of the 89 right now, and we're gonna have to see exactly what the 21 does, as we see a little bit of grass and dirt kick up right now. The 93 comes in super hot. But back on board with the battle for, I guess, P2 at this point. Xander, you are starting to check on out. It is the battle of the black cars. The 5 leads with BDP3. Gio in P4 and Piper P5 with Nathan P6. So definitely everyone just kind of finding their groove. Actually, if we think about it, the top 5 are all black cars. I don't know how that works out, but then you have the battle of the white cars right behind with Nathan being P6, Wade P7, and Brandon P8. So, with that being said, ooh, the 22 gets loose going onto the rumble strips. That is going to lose him 2, maybe 3 spots from the 21. No, the 21 backs on off, and there we go. So, all right, let's kind of regroup here. Let's recenter ourselves. Everyone just kind of getting into a rhythm right now. The 18 leads with how big of a gap is that right now whenever you get a chance?
It's 1.2.
Really? That seems a lot that seems a lot less than 1.2.
Yeah, I messed up in the carousel the lap before and lost about a good second.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but is Nathan you said he's P6, right?
Yeah.
That's just sucks to suck, I guess. He came down, I came up.
And like I said, sometimes it's just like it's just a well, just one of those racing deal things. But actually, he's making his way forward right now, just passing Piper, going to P5. He's going to set his sights on the 44 of Gio right now. So definitely, yeah, he is on his way forward. However, I'm going to see actually that BD and Cyber actually starting to work their way up to y'all. That is definitely definitely one car that I did not put into the equation of the 74 of BD. But he's definitely... we're hearing something going on right now. Don't know what exactly happened. Huh. The 22 of Wade and the 99 of Maverick. Ooh, the 22 coming on out. The 99 gonna show the nose to the 22 here. Going to the bus stop, both braking. Xander, I was just searching through the field because I was being notified. What the heck happened?
I wrecked myself.
Oh no, not a repeat of last night. Okay, well, plenty of race left to go. I mean, you showed your pace last night. Let's keep it going there, boss. That you're only down into P7 right now, so it's definitely not the end of the race. But that puts and elevates Cyber into P1 and BD into P2. Excellent job from these guys here. But we will have to see how this race kind of turns on out here. Going through the rest of the field, I guess the rest of the top 5, or top 10 I should say, is the 99 of Maverick holding that spot, as well as trying to take it from the 93 of Loho. That will be for P9. But behind is going to be the 19 and the 21, or I guess the 21 and then the 19 there. So that is going to be the battle for the rest of the field. So unfortunately, from the 21 of Broadcaster Clay, not the race that he was looking for, but definitely he's still in the hunt for it. He just has to minimize those mistakes and he'll be fine. But because of that, you have Piper now in the top 5, as still well within the hunt for it too. Piper doing an excellent job utilizing his experience from last night, and that's actually one of the benefits of using Monday night as your points night, is you can run Sundays as just practice. You know, you're not so much worried about results because you're just running for shots and goggles. But this is where all the chips fall, and he is putting on a stellar performance. Gets a little loose in the bus stop, and no time was gained right there. So definitely not the turn-in that he wanted, but definitely gave up the time that he lost by slowing on down in the middle of the bus stop, or that time that he gained. But yeah, no, the battle for the top spot is going to start heating up here. Cyber in P1 and BD in P2. BD, like I said, definitely not the person I was expecting to be up here for the lead, but he's actually searching for his first lights win. And that would be a fantastic achievement here. Already a two-time Cup winner, and I guess to add a light win to his repertoire here against one of the best, the previous Season 0 Cup winner, that would be a fantastic achievement at a road course, no less. But yeah, it looks like everyone's just starting to get to a rhythm right now. Xander, could you enlighten us and see how many more laps until we expect some pit stops?
Well, I have 8 laps to go on my tank of gas, so about 8 to 10 laps for a lot of people. And we're currently on lap 23, so pit stop should be around lap 32 to 34-ish.
And that will be comfortably within the one-stop range, so no strategy being played here. However, how long can you stretch this set of tires in order to try to maximize your overall speed? Of course, we're not so much looking at like how many what your best lap time is. You're looking at how much fuel can I, or how little fuel can I put in order to make the car just go faster. The little things like that that you wouldn't normally think about, like on a track like a mile and a half like Kansas or anything like that, but still something to really think about at a road course where it does matter. Xander, I saw that you made the pass there on Brandon, so that is another spot as you march your way forward. Cyber, though, still holding a little bit, gapped a little bit to BD right there. And we're definitely seeing, as everyone just kind of takes the bus stop as enormous as they can. Ooh, Gio gets a little bit loose right there. Gives up a little bit of time to the 68 of Piper right behind. Nathan, though, trying to gain a little bit of time on the leaders here, but sitting a comfortable P3. Ooh, the 21. Oh, that is not the race that he wanted. Like I said, I don't know if that was actually a course penalty, but definitely got loose, and he actually lost a spot to the 22, who I think may have already stopped. Either that or something must have happened to the 22, because he is now lost a position to him. So, to kind of recount everything that's going on right now. So, we have the 19 of NASCAR Extreme. Unfortunately, the last of the runners right now. Worst Cod P13, Scuck P12, the 21 Broadcaster Clay P11, Wade P10. So let's go on board with Wade to kind of get our bearings. There he is. So Wade P10, that is the top 10. In front of that, though, is I just saw him. There we go. The 99 of Maverick in P9, and then Loho in P8. Excellent run from these guys here. Excellent battling from these guys as well. As they go through the carousel, they're swapping lanes. You may think that this is a battle for the lead with how they're acting, but no, this is a battle for P8 right here. Going into turn 6, the 93 and the 99 are side by side. Who's going to give first? The 99 kind of edges out the 93, but still gives a little bit of room. That's going to give the 93 the better lane, the preferred lane going in here, and he will keep that spot. Excellent racing from these guys here. A lot of space given, but yeah, that is the battle for P8. P7 belongs to Brandon in the 89 with Piper right in front of him. That's for P6. Xander, you're in front of them for P5, and it looks like you're about to make the pass on the boss man himself for P4. And does right there in the carousel.
Yeah, I don't know if Gia let me go, but I'm used to trying to pass him as clean as possible. Trying to keep the ride.
Oh, trying to keep the ride, I guess, exactly. But yeah, it looks like you're recovering from that mistake really well. Like I said, P4 moving into setting your sights on the 51 of Nathan. Now, Overall, this is the big points picture here. So let's kind of give a reference. So Cyber is now entering the S's now, while Xander is now taking turn 1. So not a huge gap between these two. And of course, Xander showing that he has pace in order to get back up there. However, overall points now, we're looking at the wall taking the wall there on the S's definitely doesn't help.
Definitely does not help my gap, you know.
Overall points, though, Cyber would be gaining 10 points on Nathan with 2 races left on the schedule. He definitely has to do a lot more than that. It's a very similar situation to last season in Season 0, where Cyber was not in the equation, but Nathan was trying to hold his championship against Packers, and it was actually really close in terms of points. I think it was actually like 43 instead of 48. It was like around that, if I recall correctly, with 2 races to go. Anything can swing one way. Of course, a big thing that can happen here is speeding on pit road, with currently estimated to be 1 pit stop left in this race. You have 1 shot in order to really get those adjustments right, as well as to make up time, while the rest of it just being out on track. So you definitely do not want to mess up pit road entry or exit, meaning spinning out of the pit exit. That is a huge thing that we have seen. T-Bird was a victim of that last night. The 21, yes, the person that was still battling for the win, but he went on record and said that if he did not spin, he would have been golden with his pit exit. So we'll have to see how that kind of shakes on out with these guys here, as we have to be getting close to pit stops.
I have 2 laps to go on my fuel.
I can imagine that pit stops are going to be happening here. Maybe not this lap, but most likely next lap. Oh, actually, I lied. Who was that? That was the 51 of Nathan coming on down. How many laps to go?
We have 8:13.
Okay, yeah, definitely comfortably can make it. So that is Nathan pulling the trigger to come on down. Now, inversely on this game, in real life, you would want to be the first one down pit lane, get the benefit of fresh tires. On this game, you actually want to be one of the last ones, because you actually go faster the more the tires wear, which is weird and how it should not be, but on this game it is. So you can that is just a thing that we have seen here, just the more the tires wear, the faster you go. So Nathan deciding to pull the trigger early with 13 laps to go. I can only assume that Cyber BD probably will pit this time, if not for sure next lap. So we're going to see if Cyber pulls the trigger, and yes, he will. He has already come on down the pit lane. Like I said, don't speed, and very comfortably makes it on down. The 74 deciding to stay out an extra lap. Interesting call. Same thing with the 18. So that puts the 74 in the lap leader position right there. So that's 5 bonus points to add to his total. And we're going to be looking at Nathan on his out lap. Looks like he had a very clean in lap and out lap here, as the 5 hits his box. So definitely a perfect stop. No speeding penalties, no spinning out of pit road. The 51 doing exactly what he needs to do in order to hold his title. Now, of course, anything can happen here. A caution could strike, and that could just erase everything. And also a very unlikely thing, but still a thing nonetheless, is when you come out of the pits, hitting traffic. Those that have not stopped yet, we kind of saw that with Hunty last night in the Sunday series, making an early stop and hitting lap traffic going out of the pits. Now that definitely does not bode well when it comes to your overall race strategy, but nonetheless, it is something that you have to deal with. The 74 pits, as well as Xander right behind. Looks like you gained a lot of time on that pit road entry.
I don't know how I did not speed. I was so aggressive.
You did not speed, so that's good.
I did not speed. I was so aggressive with it, though. Trying to gain every little second I can.
And of course, that is going to be the big thing here to make sure that everyone is right here. Actually, I'm sorry not to totally break my conversation topic right here, but Piper is hitting the lap traffic of the 9 of Scuck right here. So definitely, you definitely don't want to be in the 68th position because you know that the 9 has to pit. And so, essentially, you just lost probably about half a second by going around like that. Actually, the 9 kind of gives him the position right there, so kind of gets out of line. But, all right, so looks like the 9 definitely is on an alternate strategy right now. So we'll have to see how that works for him. The 99 of Maverick hitting his box, one of the later entries onto pit road here. But we will have to see as the 5 retakes the lead what the gap is exactly. Definitely extended over the definitely extended over the 74 BD. Soon to be the 18 of Xander, who actually leapfrogged the Nathan right there. So I don't know if that was just difference in times or maybe there was maybe a lap car that I didn't quite see, but something or other. Then 51 of Nathan lost a little bit of time, dropping himself to P4. Like I said, it's definitely interesting to just compare in laps and out laps, but because of that, that puts the 68 of Piper into P5 with the 89 of oh, actually I lied, that is the 44 of Gio. They look almost exactly alike from the distance, so that is a 44 of Gio in P5, the 89 of Brandon in P6, while Piper right there behind that black dot right there, that is Piper in P7. BS in chat says, I don't know how, but I kill my left front tires in an Xfinity car. I can only go 13 to 14 laps before the tire dies. Well, that is because Watkins Glen is a clockwise track, meaning any track that has the first turn turning right is a clockwise track. Mid-Ohio as well is also a clockwise track for the most part. It's not so much as well because at Watkins Glen, you're primarily turning right as opposed to left, so meaning your left front dies a lot quicker than your right front. At a track like Sonoma, where it's very even in terms of left and right turns, you still wear your left more because I think there's like 2 or 3 more right-hand turns than there are left, but it's more of an even pace. But that is why. And also because the Xfinity cars are infinitely harsher on tires because of a stock preset. Looks like the pass for P2 may be shaping up here. The 18 showing the nose to the 74. If I know the 74, oh, he actually does back on out. He actually backs on out of that early there. And the 74 just kind of lets the 18 of Xander go. That puts Xander up into P2. Now, Xander, when you come out of the carousel, no rush. But could you enlighten me and see what that gap is to the 5?
The gap is now 5.1 seconds. I had found myself somewhere about 12 seconds back before.
So you are closing in. Now, honest thought here, do you think you can close in on him with, I think if I counted my laps correctly, 8 to go at the line?
I don't think I can because I have a lot of lap traffic.
Well, of course, this is not F1 rules where blue flag get out of the way. They can get out of the way if they want to, but they're not obligated to. Of course, the 7 of Warscott does get out of the way right there, so that is a courtesy from him, and he actually gets out of the way from the 74 as well, so tip of the hat to the 7 of Warscott right there. And now it looks like the 19 is in front. Not the race that the 19 wanted right here. 19, very consistent. If we did the combined standings for this fun season, he would be sitting P3 in the standings. So, I mean, hypothetically, if we did do relegation, he would be moving to Cup next season. Not the race that we expected, but holding the outside lane right there allows the 18 pass. Again, tip of the hat to him right there. But yeah, you can see the gap right there between the 18 and the 5, as the 5 himself is also encountering lap traffic. Not as heavy as the 18, but definitely still enough to a little be mildly concerned about. Let's kind of go back to the field one more time. So here's the 51 of Nathan. That is P4. Looks like the battle for P5 is starting to shape up with Brandon as well as the 44 of Geo. Brandon, ever so slightly, creeping in on that 44. However, I don't know if he'll have enough laps because it seems like they're overall equal in pace. But yeah, we'll have to see how that kind of goes. The 21 of Broadcaster Clay now looking for a little bit of time here. As he is now, I think the next one to go under fire from being or potentially going a lap down. Wade, though, in P9, or sorry, P8 now, as Loho moves to P9. So that puts Broadcaster Clay in the P10th. Excellent race from him so far. Ooh. Oh, the 19 DNFs out of this race. We saw that live right there. I think... Yeah, I think he was 13th on the grid right there, and I think he just, you know what, had enough. And you know what, that's their own prerogative. Sometimes it's just not your race. But because of that, looks like the 9 of Skuck allowing the 18 pass right there. Not the best places to do it, but where else was he going to go? He would probably get in front of the 18 right there, going through the long backstretch, and yeah, that was probably the best place he can do. But he does, ooh, that was not a good bus stop for him right there.
That was bad for me too.
Ooh, that was a little bit aggressive from the 74 right there. He was trying to get out of the way from the 9, and that puts the 9, ooh, sideways in the carousel. And thankfully there was no other traffic around him. But yeah, that could have been bad if that was in amongst traffic. Anywho, how many laps ago?
5.
5. Oh, well, it looks like you are going to be well within range. I don't know if the 5 is encountering some issues or you're just pushing that much, but it looks like the battle for the lead is going to start heating up. If I had the F1 overtake graphic, I would probably assume that at your pace, you'll be within striking distance in 2 to 3 laps.
Very close.
Oh, but one thing, if I'm the 5, I'm seeing 3 lap cars in front. They are exiting the carousel as he's entering right now, and I am hoping and praying that they know what is behind them. Let's actually try to find out who is actually a part of that. So that is the 93 of Loho, the 22 of Wade Gaming, as well as the 21 of Broadcaster Clay. The 22 makes the pass. Ooh, that was... I think he thought he was clear, but not quite. So the 93 now drops back a spot as they are all battling. That is P8, 9, and 10 right here. The 93, oh my goodness, yeah, they are all battling for this position. And I'm just seeing the 5 of Cyber and the 18 of Xander getting closer and closer to these lap cars. Of course, they're all... Ooh, the 22 gets loose! Oh my goodness! The 93 almost makes contact. Excellent car control from the 22 and the 93. But they are almost 3 wide on the long back straight right here. And that is a mess. If I am the leaders, the 93... blows the bus stop, not intentionally. He loses time, then he would gain. Oh my goodness me. That could have been bad. But these guys all held it through, and the 21 is the biggest gainer out of that. Now, if I'm the leaders, I am seeing that and just like, you know, guys, please help me out here. The 93, I think, realizing that, gets out of the way, gives way. But now it's up to the 22, who also gives way. Oh, very kind, knowing that these guys were also in a battle, as those two rejoined the battle right behind. Now the 21 of Broadcaster Clay is the last one standing. That is P8 right there. Oh my, that could have been bad. And he does give way, but not knowing that the 18 of Xander took the long way around. Oh, and I will say, excellent job from those guys. You know, round of applause right there. for a heads up driving and knowing that, hey, you know what, the leaders are right here. Meanwhile, they are also racing for a battle of their own. So excellent job from those guys to really have a heads up driving. So that battle will be rejoined as we have the battle for the lead right now. The as those three are still going at it back there. The 5 of Cyber now holding off. This is coming to 3 to go, correct?
Coming to 2 to go.
Coming to 2 to go. My bad. So I was right. The striking distance is in 2 laps. It seems you both have strengths and weaknesses in different parts of the track. Cyber has it in the bus stop, but you have it in turn 1 and the carousel. And this is exactly what I mean right here. The 5 is going to take a bit of a conservative approach, but because of that, he will actually have a bit of a run going through the S's right now. Meanwhile, oh, I think the 22 spun. The 22 did spin. Oh, that is unfortunate from the 22, who was battling so hard with that, and I think he may actually back on out. I think he slowed way down. Oh, hang on. Don't mean to break off from that. Did he run out of fuel? I think the 22 ran out of fuel. Oh no, that's not what you want to see. RWI, a potential sweep of the top 10. First with the 19 backing on out, now to the 22. This is coming to the white flag now. The 5 of Cyber and the 18 are going and duking it out. White flag is out one more time around. I know there's still the battle for P8 as well as other spots on track, but this is the battle for the win. 2 nights in a row, the 5 of Cyber. These were the championship rivals in the Cup Series in Season 0 going into the final 2 races. Now, this time meeting in lights, Xander, from coming back from a mistake early in the race to potentially going for the race win. The 5 of Cyber actually blocking blocking yet again, but who will hold on to it? I like what you did right there, Xander, kind of backing on up, and now is going to take the outside here. The 5 of Cyber will gas it on up in the middle, but that will give the 18 the benefit of having the long way around. He's going to squeeze the 5 right here going into turn 6. Now, if I'm the 5 of Cyber, I am going slow and fast out, but he decides to go against it. Now, the 5 trying to gas it up a little bit soon. He's probably going to throw it on in going into turn 7. He doesn't. And the win going into the final turn of the last lap goes to the 18 of Xander. What a race.
Oh, I cannot wait to talk to Cyber after that. Wow. Awesome racing with him, man. Incredible.
And meanwhile, the rest of the podium goes to the 74 of BD. Nathan goes to P4. Looks like P5 belongs to Gio. Brandon P6. Piper P7. As looks like broadcaster Clay will take P8. Loho P9. And Wade P10. Alright guys, I know y'all are finishing right now, but please send me full race results as well as just confirming the top 3 are Xander, Cyber, and BD, correct?
I got you with results.
Alright, you guys will be invited to the podium. Good race, guys. Of course, if... Alright. Oh, there we go. Almost potentially... Alright, so I thought I was racing a... I thought I was muted there for a second. Okay, but I apologize about that. The fastest lap, Xander, you were 2 tenths slower than your fastest lap last night. But still, the fastest lap belongs to you. So good job there. Skedaddle on out of that. All right, so let's get these guys up in here. Xander, you're already in here, so that's easy.
I guess so. I'm out of breath still. Holy. Whew.
Well, yeah, let's regain your breath right there as we look for Cyber as well as BD to get these guys up in here. Uh, so, to kind of go through the rest of the running order as we are waiting for these guys. Um, Let me load on into what Xander. Thank you for providing me with the full race results. By the way, of course, we have the podium as we already established. That is Xander with the win, Cyber P2, BD P3, and Nathan P4. Geo rounds out the top five. Brandon P6, Piper P7, Maverick gets P8. So I was one spot off. I apologize about that. P9 goes to Broadcaster Clay, Loho P10. Um, P11 belongs to Worst Cod, Skuck P12, Wade P13, and NASCAR Extreme being the only DNF. Good racing all around from those guys. So let's get straight into it. Podium guys, welcome. This was a interesting race, I'll say that. Very clean cut strategy. However, it seems like all three of you guys had pace, and even then, it seemed like the entire top five, top six, top seven all had pace, but little things in between kind of broke that apart. So, BD, of course, we're going to start with you. P3 here. Another podium for Lights. You were in position for a win right there. However, it just was not in the cards. What was the deciding factor? What happened?
Coming off turn 7, we just got too tight and just hit the line. We just lost time. We couldn't get back. But yeah, that's about it. We just got too tight.
Oh, got too tight right there. So with that, we have well, still a P3 though. It seems like you did definitely have had some pace, and you're actually up there battling for the top spot for a little bit right there. Did you at road courses? We don't really consider you so much a road course specialist, but it definitely showed that you had the pace. Um, what was it like for going through the cautions, especially going through the S's and the bus stop? Was there any part of the track that you were really worried about?
Probably turn 5 to turn 5 and the bus stop pretty much. That was
The bus
my
stop,
biggest
yeah.
worry.
I gotcha. I totally understand that right there. That was actually one of our pre-race notes to really watch out for. So, because of that, we have well, still, a P3 is a really good performance, and you and Nathan just seem to be glued to each other these past few races. Excellent racing
Yep.
from last week at Charlotte to this week at Watkins Glen, maybe next week at Las Vegas as well. Excellent job.
Yep. Thank you. And by the way, I did lead one lap. I was on pit stops. Just
I
letting you know now before.
I did see that. Yes.
Okay.
So with that, we have moving into P2 now. Cyber. It seemed much like 2 nights in a row. It came down to the last few laps. Xander was closing in on you. However, you held him off really well. What was it like from your perspective?
It was just mainly I was just knowing like when he like first wrecked and thinking that first portion before the green flag pit stops to end off the race. I had a good gap. I mean, I had really nothing behind me. I just knew that he was back there somewhere, so I just kept my stabilizing on the lead straight and going, and then I saw he was 8.5, so like, oh, okay, so he's making time, so I gotta get going. I think what killed me in that last run is I think I got held up quite good by both the 7 and the 19 a bit. Try to move around now, and then I lost like a tenth a second doing that. And it's just by lap, it was just nailing off tenths, tenths, and tenths. So I had to like get ready for him to come to me, and it happened when I was catching the 3 lap cars on the bus stop. Tried everything I could to hold them off. Wish I could maybe have done something different in that situation, but I don't know. I really wanted this one. I thought I had it. It's just get beat by the better road courser. But I'm happy with the top two. That was my main goal coming in. Either it was a win or second. I mean, I'm happy with it.
Well, there we go. Cyber, you were considered to be one of the two favorites going into this race, and it definitely showed that you had the pace. Especially if we look to the points, you are closing in on Nathan's gap, eerily similar to season zero. Well, I guess your Packers in this situation, roughly around the same amount of points back. You gained 10, so you're now 38 points behind. Do you think which do you think Las Vegas or Homestead's going to be going to do it in for you, or do you
Mm,
think it'll be a battle to the end?
I think it'll be a battle to the end because I know what Vegas can be with the Xfinity cars. Tires are going to be a big thing for Vegas, so I think it's going to get close a bit, but not by much. So I'm really depending if I can just get in range or just Homestead mainly.
Oh, there we go. Um, so I guess on average you'll have to gain about well, roughly around 3 to 4 spots per race of separation between you and Nathan in order to get it done. Not impossible, but still, a lot is on the line. So, with that is we have a big, well, I guess the recovery drive of the night. I guess we have to go to Riley Ertz for that. Even though this is not your points night, still have to go to the A team proper. Xander. So let's. I know we've been talking to you all night. You are our in race reporter. However, we have a big. Well, I guess let's rewind a little bit. So let's start with your mistake. Let's start from there. What happened?
Um, well, um, just coming out of the bus stop, going onto the carousel, I hit the rumble strip, the right rumble strip, a little wonky, and I ended up spinning and hitting the wall head on, and then I was unghosted, so I didn't want to pull out in front of anybody, and so I waited, and then eventually I ghosted and was able to go. I was P7, about 11 seconds back, and I guess determination mode kicked in.
Well, and you got it done. Did you think, because you said yourself that you didn't think you were going to catch him, and that was like 8 to go. However, as you got to 3 to go, you did indeed catch him. So um, after that, you had a wonderful a wonderful battle between that. I mean, did you think was that ever in doubt, or did you think you know what, I do have this?
Well, Cyber obviously is a great driver, so I know how great he is, and all love to Cyber. By the way, awesome racing. Sucks that it happened last lap, and I know that I think that Cyber would have been set golden if it weren't for lap traffic. So I thought that I was done for. I thought that after 12 seconds, I said, well, I guess I'll just trying a nice top five solid finish, and was able to play my cards right. I got a good. Well, I had a bad pit stop, but I had a good pit entry and good pit exit, and so I was able to gain time there by leapfrogging Nathan. So I had some lucky breaks, but I also had some determination. So Cyber had an awesome car. Tim had an awesome car, which is surprising. No offense, Tim.
Oh,
If
But
you would have sent me, I would have kicked your ass. Just
I
saying.
there you go. I would never send it on my father. But we had a fast car, thanks to GMI. It was a Stats Xfinity Internet, and yeah.
Well, there we go. Excellent race from all you guys. Everyone on the podium as well as everyone in the field. Not the best night for others, but meanwhile, it was a stellar performance from for the ones that well didn't. So there was like no one that had like an okay race. It was either a really good race or a really bad one. So didn't seem like there was anything in the middle. However, so we have Las Vegas next. So we have, I guess, a really good battle going on between both Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So with 2 races left, who's gonna bring it on home for all 3 series? Las Vegas, like I said, is on docket, and with that, this has been Private Patton with Millennium Racing League signing out. We'll see you next week, guys. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
Goodbye.